Why the law of attraction doesn't work the way we think it does. By now everybody has heard of the law of attraction as it hit mainstream media over a decade ago. It is rare for a conscious person on the spiritual path to not have heard about the law of attraction, but many of the things we believe around the law of attraction simply are not true. They are in fact a misinterpretation of how this universal law works. People often find it difficult to get the results they seek with the law of attraction, which is also due to their misunderstanding of the laws of physical manifestation. They get frustrated because they fail to align to what they want and think it's because the law of attraction doesn't work for them or that the universe doesn't want them to have what they want. Universal laws work for everyone in the same way without exception. That is what makes them universal laws instead of individual laws. The reason they seem to not work for some people is again a question of not understanding how these laws works to begin with. In this article we will address these misunderstandings and show you how to amp up your manifestation powers. Let's start with the basic explanation of the law of attraction, that what you focus your intention on grows, or maybe even more accurately, you attract that into your life which you are a vibrational match to. If you want to live a different reality, you need to change your vibrational frequency because your current reality is a vibrational match to your inner beliefs and state of being that is being reflected back to you in your outer reality. It is as simple, yet at the same time complex as that. The ego versus the soul, who is in charge? We create our own reality 100%, but not in the way most people understand it. Newcomers to the concept of creating their own reality often fear creating things they don't want, but the extent to which you can create things from the ego is extremely limited, as is free will. The ego has choices it can choose from, but it doesn't have free will in the way the soul does, which is a good thing because we probably would get ourselves in a lot of problems if the ego had carte blanche. We would definitely create more karma than we could handle, and so the ego is limited in what it is capable of manifesting. Just to give you an example, it is estimated that 70% of plane passengers fear flying, yet even though the majority of the passengers in any given airplane is anywhere from nervous to in utter panic during takeoff, hardly any planes crash while climbing the skies in altitude. If you could randomly manifest freak accidents through your fears, then certainly with the majority of the aircraft's passengers fearing a mishap one way or the other, would automatically manifest much more issues on flights, which is not the case. Traveling by plane is proven statistically as the safest mode of transport with just 0.07 deaths per 1 billion passenger miles traveled. This is because our lives are not in our ego's care, but under our soul's care. We did not defy all odds to be born here in the physical plane. Did you know that the odds of your existence are basically zero, to then have the ego hijack our lives and screw things up? It's not possible for the ego to overwrite the soul's plan for this embodiment, also not through conscious creation. The ego is just not that powerful, although it likes to think it is. The subconscious creates our reality for 95%. The reason bad stuff happens to us though is because of the vibrational residue we carry with us subconsciously. Remember, we attract the vibrational frequency that we ourselves are vibrating at. It is really not our conscious wants and desires that create our reality, it's our subconscious fears and false beliefs that attract to them the people, situations and experiences that are a vibrational match with our internal state of being and belief system. For more details, click on the link below the video. In this state of being we achieve a state of heaven within, that is reflected back to us in our physical life experience, hence heaven on earth. We get to experience the lightness of vibrational being in the physical 3D density, which is a feat in itself. As we release this past life density, not only does our vibrational frequency increase, but also our ability to manifest our desires in the physical reality increases and becomes more instantaneous. This is because the soul's agenda has been achieved, the cross-current energies have been released, and the soul has gained more dominion over the physical vessel. The physical vessel identifies more with the soul than the ego at this stage, which creates more soul-aligned desires that can come into being much more quickly now that there is no inner resistance anymore from the subconscious gunk and sludge that was still being dragged along vibrationally from lifetimes and lifetimes ago. Which brings us to the secret formula for amping up your manifesting powers. It's through releasing past life trauma, limiting beliefs and fears that you still carry with you today. The more you release this vibrational gunk and sludge, which we wrote about in a previous article that you can read here, the more you can manifest what you really want with much less to no delay. Do you need some help releasing this subconscious gunk and sludge? Book an Akashic record clearing to find deep karmic patterns, release past and current life gunk and sludge, and drastically raise your personal vibrational frequency. Sending you love and light on your ascension path and divine partnership journey. You are forever protected and guided. All is well.